the industry first to launch the new Actros, we are doing a live stream drive day. Now, you've talked about the connectivity, and obviously a lot of businesses use trucking as a core part of their business. So, importantly, reporting back and things to do with the efficiency and the numbers are really important. And telematics, that plays a crucial role to a lot of businesses when it comes to how they run their trucks, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. That's becoming a bigger part of making sure the operation is being watched for the maximum efficiency and benefits, so operators can monitor their vehicles, where they're going, what they're doing and how they're performing, and that's something that's included as standard in every one of these Mercedes-Benz vehicles. So we can track the vehicle as it's on its route, so where it's going, where it's operating, what speeds in live time, is it any critical events that might have occurred as well. So all of this is measurable and visible on a portal site remotely. So there's a certain amount of information that's available to the dash, but all of that's transmitted remotely, so it can be analysed in a bit more detail with drivers or operators to say, here's the type of performance we got. The vehicles are achieving this type of fuel consumption, so fuel consumption can be measured. How much coasting time is used, so how much we're using cruise control and proximity assists, which we'll talk to a little bit later, and PPC. So how much, so we can use it as a tool to measure how much more efficiently we can drive the vehicle and what are the opportunities for improvements.
And things like collisions ahead as well, or collisions I should say, they're also fed back?
Correct, that's right, Shira. So we can see that sort of detail as well if it's available on the network.
Now, what about, and I trust my life to Rob, but driver behaviour is a big part of, knowing about the efficiency of the vehicle and the driver and the business, all those sorts of things. Yep. That's also part of telematics, isn't it?
Yeah, a big part of it as well. So again, when we can see some of those key elements of consumption and how much time a vehicle's in cruise control and how much time it's using PPC, how much time it's in certain rev bands, we can get an indication of how the vehicle's being driven. But again, use that as a tool to help improve the efficiency of the vehicle overall, and that's all available to us as well. So in terms of trying to determine performance of a vehicle, there's a couple of key factors we know: the weight that the vehicle's pulling, the speed it's travelling, and then the type of fuel consumption and the route that it's taking. So if we know all of those things, we can start to work out, is the truck getting the best performance it possibly can, looking over a bigger pool, right? Then we can say a truck with this type of weight on this type of route should be able to achieve a certain type of fuel consumption if it's driven in the best possible way.
So, because we're going to look at the telematics of this particular drive, and it's really interesting because some of it was almost a bit shocking.
Yeah.
How good it is, I should say, not shocking, bad. Average speed 46 kilometres an hour. Yep. Max speed 100 k's, which I guess is to be expected, even though there's a speed limit above that. But of course, if a truck had gone over a hill, we'd oversped, we would know that.
Correct, yeah.
And the gear changes is a big one as well. So we can tell how many gear changes have happened. You can really start to see the efficiency of that vehicle. Fuel consumption, so 35 litres per 100 k's.
Yes, so that's for the life of this truck over the past month for this truck on various routes. And we can look at that as total averages and say this type of consumption has been achieved for this vehicle over this period of time. Yeah, that's outstanding fuel consumption, and in this application or in what this truck's been doing, that is a great fuel efficiency number or fuel consumption number.
Now, what about the percentage green band?
I think that's a key part, and that's one thing we can measure. So how much is a vehicle being driven in the economical band? Now that's available as information on Rob's display as well, so we can see the vehicles are set to coast and operate mostly in that band, because we know the vehicle's most efficient when it's operating.
Should I break it to him?
Yeah, you should.
Rob, 97% in the green band, mate.
Well done, Rob.
Keep your job done.